Good evening, everyone. My name is Dinesh. Today, I'm going to give a seminar on Industry 5.0. So, let me take you through the concept of new Industry 5.0 that will enhance mankind. Let me start with an introduction about the topic, which can also be called as the future. We will be discussing about how the transformation will take place and how humans and robots will start working together. So, in future, we may call it as a high-end machines, or we can call it as a robot. But these will take a huge responsibility for most of the jobs that may be hard, boring, and dangerous for the people, but it won't for the robots. So, we know that industry has started long back, which is known as Industry 1.0. It also took almost 100 years between the first three revolutions, but it took only 40 years to reach the current revolution, that is 4.0 from 3.0. So we can expect that we can reach 5.0, that is fifth industrial revolution, in less than 40 years. So in this chart, it clearly explains how the transformation took place from industry 1.0 to industry 4.0. Let me take you through this. Industry 1.0 was truly mechanical thing. Started in the year 1784. Then we moved towards electrical systems, that is, we started generating energy and mass production of things. This is a revolution where the first assembly line was introduced. After that, we upgraded things, and around 1969 to 2000, computer were utilized, where programming came into existence, and thus Industry 3.0 came into work. IT systems were used, automated production has started. Then, in less than 40 years, that is in the year 2011, Industry 4.0 was revolutionized with IoT, that is Internet of Things, robotics and AI, big data, cloud computing, and much more. Now we can imagine what will be our future. Industry 5.0, which may include things like robotics and AI, combination of both, bioeconomics, renewable energy, etc. The main motive of Industry 5.0 is to bring back the employment so that we can establish human robot co-working and use less non-renewable resources. As we can see, Industry 4.0 was initiated by German government. The theme was smart manufacturing for the future. The diagram here explains a clear idea of how Industry 5.0 will be. As you can see, Industry 4.0 was established. The chart explains focuses on connecting machines, but 5.0 focuses on delivering customer experiences. In 4.0, it's a mass customization, but in 5.0, it's a hyper customization. In 4.0, in intelligent supply chain, it was to a door-to-door delivery, but in 5.0 is a responsive and distributed supply chain. Industry 4.0 focused on smart products, but Industry 5.0 focuses on experience activated products. The 4.0 has a manpower distance from the factories, so it wiped out all the manpower, but 5.0 return of manpower to factories. So this is how a small transformation from 4.0 to 5.0 will be. The next slide, we can see a top technology enablers of Industry 5.0, where the main objectives like mixed reality, which is nothing but AR and VR, then 5G, then additive technology, which is nothing but a 3D printing technology, then we came up with drones and industrial blockchain, and the new concept is exoskeletons, which is nothing but a skeleton which can human wear and work like a robot. As we move forward, we can see a comparison of Industry 4.0 and Industry 5.0 visions. So let me give a short example. Like the main motto of a 4.0 was a smart manufacturing, but in 5.0 it's really bringing up like human robot co-working, and in 5.0 and vision 2 it's bioeconomy. The main motivation was in 4.0 was to mass produce things, but in 5.0 it's smart society, sustainability. The power source which we used in 4.0 was truly fossil based fuels, which was non renewable. But in industry 5.0 we focus on electrical power, renewable power sources. That's same with vision 2 as well. Innovative things like we used in 4.0 are cloud computing, big data, robotic, artificial intelligence. But in 5.0 we collaborate with humans and robots and renewable sources. Moving forward, industry 4.0, make in China 2025, or digital industries, etc. The names may be different from each other, but the concept of upgrading and transforming remains same. They're all still incompletely defined and await more development before they become an industrial reality. We have seen robots in comics and movies, but working together will be a new to about all the employees. There will be some difficulties which will arise, like language and understanding robots, and much more. So, in the further slide, let us elaborate the issues between human robot co working. So, the first is legal and regulatory issues, which is nothing but it's a personal data which may be useful for the robots, but it's also a big theft for hackings. Then the second is personal preference towards work with robots. It's nothing but the likes and dislikes which humans may face while working with robots. Social implementation of human robot co working, which is mental behavior between both. Learning to work with robots is mainly a complicated thing, but things will make it better. Moving further, so human behavior is much different from the robots. We are hardworking, helpful, but robots are restless, no ambitions, so it becomes difficult to cope up with them while working together. An image shows an example of how robot and human will work together, and it is how the future of industry 5.0 will be. As we already spoke about the history, let's learn how the name has been decided according to the revolution that took place. So industry 1.0, which started in the year 1780, so it was truly mechanical, so we name it as a mechanization. After 100 years we went to industry 2.0. So in 1870 the first assembly line was introduced. So since the electricity was used and electrification was introduced, so it has been named as electrification. Industry 3.0 was after 100 years, in 1970 automation took place. The main difference between 3.0 and 3.5 is nothing but the expansion of industries. It's a globalization, so it's known as globalization. The today's industry and today's connection is also known as digitization. So introduction of connecting devices, data analysis, and artificial intelligence. The future, which is industry 4.0, is called as personalization, as focuses on cooperation between man and machines, as human intelligence works in harmony with the connective of computing, by putting humans back into the industrial productions with collaborative robots. Moving further, as we have seen the history and also the concepts of industry 5.0, we now conclude that whether industry 5.0 will be about co-working or not, it will still be a change for the organization. The attitude towards them from today's children will be different for our generation. Growing together will likely change the scenario and the environment which we work. Thus, this is how industry 5.0 will work. As all the organizations are coming together, we can expect and we can evolve from 4.0 to 5.0 in less time. Thank you.